Collin, Coach talked about a kind of a change that he's seen in your mentality on the floor from freshman to sophomore year. Kind of where has that change come from?
We talked about it a little bit. Just having something taken away from you kind of makes a whole new mindset for you because you don't know what you got really until it's gone. I think played a big part in it, just not having basketball for a while. I've never really not had basketball. And just not being on the court, not being able to work with the guys during the summer and do everything everybody else does. So it kind of just gave me a new hunger almost to just get out there and just be aggressive and be able to help the team.
How much does that make you appreciate every day? Do you feel less tired after practice or less frustrated if you haven't had a game because at least you're out there playing?
I don't know about the frustration part because I still hold myself to a high standard just as the coaches hold myself and the rest of my team to a high standard. So if I don't play well, there's still a frustration because I still have the expectations for myself. But I mean, everybody holds each other to a high standard, and we all go extremely hard in practice, so the fatigues and stuff still sets in.
There was a time in high school in AAU that you were kind of almost point forward like, and there was another time where you were kind of primary post defender. You kind of had two different roles at different times. Are you sort of a combination of both of those guys now?
Yes. I just try to do whatever the coaches tell me. Try to be as versatile as possible. We have a lot of versatility with this team, a lot of depth. A lot of guys can play multiple roles and stuff, and I just try to be another guy that can play multiple roles, call guard multiple people, and get the hustle plays.
Collin, what was the toughest part of the rehab? The initial injury and facing that, or was there a difficult part in the rehab itself?
Rehab as a whole is very hard. It's mainly a mental battle, but I had a lot of supporters, like Coach Green was a great supporter, and Tim Garl, and Dr. Rink and Dr. Alfeld, and my teammates, and everybody was there for me, my family. Everybody was like, just keep working, keep working. But it was hard to cope with the initial action and being told that you're going to be out for a while and you actually have to have surgery. So, but I had a great support system here.
When did you have the surgery?
It was.
Was it in April?
It was the Wednesday of spring break.
So it was in March.
Yeah, it was towards the second to last day of practice. So yeah, and then I had the surgery 3 days after on Wednesday.
Are you now stronger, quicker since the surgery than you were before?
In a sense, yes, but I think that also comes with my mentality, just being more aggressive, having a more aggressive mindset. So it kind of just carries over to my physical abilities because Coach Jackson and Tim Garl got me very physically ready for through my rehab, and it's just a combination of being physically ready and my mental aggressiveness.
Yeah, because you're playing, and Coach Green mentioned, you're playing differently than you were last year. Maybe last year because you were freshman or more passive. Mm-hmm. But all that is factored into this? Oh,
definitely. And again, going back to having it taken away, I have a new appreciation for it, and kind of come in and attacking every day and try to just, instead of just trying to survive a day, which I did a lot last year as a freshman, and that comes with experience and being through it before.
Did you talk to anybody who had been through it before?
My mom has actually had 6 knee surgeries.
Your mother has?
Yes. My stepdad has had complete knee reconstruction surgery. And I haven't really ever, not really talked to anybody else. I mean, it was kind of self-driven after my family like that. But I mean, Mom has done it several times. I watched my mom do it. Tear her ACL when I was real young though. But yeah, she was always there for me, and I just believe in the doctors and what they're telling you, and just fully buy in. Otherwise, you're not going to get as well as fast.
Do you realize that you're surprising people with as far as you've come?
Yeah, people tell me that a lot, but I always thought it was 6 to 9 months, so I just shot for 6 months. I could be wrong with that, but I definitely haven't. They told me it was completely attainable if I completely attainable goal if I stayed with my rehab and believed and fully did everything to my full potential, and up until this point, I don't think I missed a single treatment.
But needless to say, there's not a lot of pity at home after after all the surgeries, everything else.
No, it's definitely doable. That's what she said. Definitely doable.
What were the key things in rehab? I mean, what were the things that you did to be able to get back as quickly as you are?
Well, it started out with range of motion, just getting your full range of motion back, and then getting your strength back, and the whole thing through it. The hardest part is your mental consistency and being able to stay consistent and not miss treatments and not take shortcuts and reps in the weight room or and time and stuff like that. You just have to stay driven.
And how long are some of those rehab sessions? We're talking 30 minutes, we're talking an hour, we're talking more?
Hour, 2 hours sometimes, if you include like the icing sessions and stuff like that. It's very time consuming, and it really takes a lot of mental toughness to just keep going and say that's going to pay off. And, but it's with the support system we have here and all the tools at our disposal, it's almost hard not to stay focused.
I know a lot of guys go through an injury like that and then come out with better fundamentals in some certain ways because they can't jump, they can't do all the other things. There's only certain things that they can do. Have you found that with yourself, that you're just more fundamentally sound from a shooting standpoint, that kind of thing?
Definitely, I feel it most in boxing out, because I definitely don't have the vertical leap that I originally had. It's definitely coming back, but I found that it's a lot easier just to box somebody out than to try to get in a jumping contest with them. That's where I felt it the most, where it's helped me the most. Yeah, boxing out.
Yogi mentioned that you spent some time with Buckley on the shot. What's better about your shot now, and what changed?
I used to shoot with my elbow out instead of getting my elbow directly under the ball. So that would cause the ball to go off the side of my hand instead of straight through. And I would fade back a little bit. We're still working on that on an everyday basis. And jumping straight up instead of jumping backwards, and just stuff like that. Simple mechanics that just take repetitions to fix.
How much did you kind of turn to the weight room during the recovery time when you weren't rehabbing, just to kind of get some of the frustration out and kind of feel like you were doing something?
Definitely. My upper body is much stronger than it was last year. Came in very, very weak. But since I couldn't physically run, other than the running I was doing in the pool and stuff, the weight room, Coach Jackson really helped me be physically prepared to come back and play these multiple positions that I'm being asked to play and guard the multiple positions with my quickness and with my strength down low.
How much weight did you add?
At one point I was up to around like 218, and then season came around, you run a little bit more, and then it gets down a little bit to where your body's comfortable with it, you're not taking too much impact and pounding on your joints and stuff. But I dig in a significant amount, and I've been able to keep it up because we still lift during the season, and we still keep eating a lot and keep your weight up.
I asked Rob this has nothing to do with this game or anything or the point, but how much does Marnie Mooney help you in terms of the academic standpoint?
Oh, she's very consistent and very persistent, and she really, we're on a texting basis, and obviously it's just an easy form of communication. She does a great job of giving us our to-do lists and just helping us stay focused and stay guided, and getting us the help we need for certain classes. And she does a great job. She's very active and very personable person to work with.
If you would, being a college student, sometimes stray from the to-do list, how does she approach that?
Oh, straightforward. She'll say, call me. You get that call me text, it's, oh man, what I do. But yeah, she's pretty straightforward with it because it's her job, and she's personable, but at the same time she's professional. And so she does a great job keeping everybody in line, and we even keep ourselves, monitor each other and stuff. And but she does a great job of finding the happy balance of personable and personal.
What stood out to you about the way Rob has played to start his college career?
Oh, Rob is, I mean, he's adjusting great. He's adjusting better than I did last year. He's very strong, extremely strong in the weight room. I think he benches the second most on the team. But he's very strong. He can push the ball out. He guards multiple positions. Very quick. Shoots the lights out. I mean, he's adjusting extremely well. Rebounding, everything.
Did you ever imagine you'd be playing the center down the stretch at Indiana in games?
No, but I did not. But ready to do anything that the coaches need or the team needs, and I feel as though I'm physically prepared to do whatever they need me to do. I don't think they'll put me in a position that they don't think I'll be successful in, on or off the court. So I have full trust in what they say and what they believe in me to do.
If a year ago at this time he put you in the same position to defend the post or play the center, I mean, how much different do you think you're approaching it now than you would have then?
Physically, I'm much stronger upper body now, and that's kind of just a small portion of it when it comes to actually just having an attack mentality, just being more aggressive and more confident, and not being scared to mess up as much, and just having the year under my belt to actually grasp the concepts of our defense and what we're really going for.
Okay.
Thanks, Colin.
Thanks a lot, Colin.
Thanks,